Welcome, folks, to the Content Profit Show. This is Jeff Herring, your host, and I'm wondering about something, and I hope you guys can help me figure it out. Can you take an article about mental wellness, not mental illness, not mental health, but mental wellness, and turn it into really a digital empire that'll help a whole lot of people? We're going to answer that question in just a moment. Hey, everybody, Jeff Herring here, and I'll introduce Bill in just a second. We are currently right now, at the time of this session toward the end of March, we're filled up till June with these 3 times a week sessions. And I want to thank all of y'all for making that happen, because it's of you guys spreading the word out there. The reason I'm saying that is not to brag, but even if you're not in a content profit seat like Bill is today, it's a good thing to watch these or listen to them, watch like we're doing now on a live cast, listen on a podcast, because every week you're getting step-by-step how to profit with your content, step-by-step how to turn your content into cash. And that's 20 minutes well spent, I would think. I hope you think the same thing. So Bill McPeck has been with me for how many years now, Bill?
Well, I was thinking about that this morning, Jeff, and I don't know. I can remember in 2012 sitting in my car in a parking lot with a webinar from not a webinar, a teleseminar from you on one of the 3 programs that you were offering at that point. I had already purchased the templates,
right,
and then you came up with 2 more programs after that, and it was one of those programs, and I don't remember which one, but I do.
Probably the membership, because you're still in Content Profit Nation, right?
Not as a paying member at the moment.
Okay, well then we'll work that out. So
yeah, I know you can't get it out of me. I know.
I thought you were still in there somewhere. No, but anyway, I appreciate you being around so long, and just I love that. You make me think of one of sitting in a parking lot listening to a teleseminar. I remember early on, it's probably the first year of me doing this, when I can't remember her last name, but her first name was Elisa, that she told me that she listens to the teleseminar replays while she's working out at the gym. And it just, and that was like 07. So it kind of blew my mind, like, wow, this could go a lot of places, right? So Bill is an expert of 25 plus years working with employee health. And he's really niched down into mental wellness, which, as a recovering counseling psychologist, I love the term. Can you give us, the Reader's Digest version of how you got into this?
I get into the whole area of employee health through employee safety. I was director of employee health and safety for Maine state government for 15 years.
Wow.
And shortly after I started, the state decided that they wanted to expand my role from just safety into what is known as worksite wellness.
Right.
So that opened the door for me to begin this whole process and learning journey of what is employee health versus employee safety. And it's just evolved from there to where today the field is really evolving away from health and safety into the whole concept of well-being, which involves many different components.
I love it. And folks, I want you to notice right over here where Bill has his underneath his name, employee well-beingpreneur. I love that. A well-beingpreneur. That's the kind of thing that makes people go, what is that? And then you get to explain it. All right. So awesome. All right. So let's dive in here. We'll get the screen up. There we go. What is that one? Oh, we won't do that one. We'll do this one because let's play with this one. And then if we need to make it bigger, we will. That way you and I get to hang out here. Okay. So what we've got here, kids. What's that?
No, I just said, okay.
Okay. My mental wellness model. And I love this graphic, pioneering mental wellness What does that sign say there? I couldn't enlarge it enough.
I don't know for sure, but I believe it says keep off. It's, don't climb in the wagon.
Don't
Well,
ride
I'm
this.
not in the wagon. I'm pioneering this movement towards mental wellness.
I love it. I love it. Um, and so mental wellness, mental distress, mental illness. Yeah. Um, I love you used a quote. We can get that in quotes too. What I love here is your model. Okay. Psychological, social, and emotional. Okay. Because when people hear wellness, um, I don't think when they think or they hear mental wellness, I don't think they think of all these different levels. They just think of, okay, not sane or maybe happy, right? And it's so much more than that.
Right. That's one of the challenges that I face is this. Most people, when they hear the term mental health, they immediately think of mental illness or
Right.
mental struggling. When it's wellness is very different.
It is, and everybody struggles, even the well. I mean, back when I had to bill on insurance and fill out forms and stuff, it was run by the DSM-4 Diagnostic and Statistical Manual. You know about that.
Right.
And like I still remember some of this stuff. Like 309.00 was mixed emotional features with depression or something. And then I remember 309.28 was what we pretty much gave everyone because you had to have something. And
Right.
309.28 was mixed adjustment disorder with mixed emotional features, right? And people would ask me, what does that mean? And I'd say, that means you're alive. It means you're breathing. Because
Yeah.
we all got
No,
it, right?
no diagnostic code means no pay.
Right. In that model, that's for sure. Exactly. All right. So
Yeah.
psychological.
So that your point is right on, Jeff, and that everybody experiences some level of mental wellness, and everybody has either a level of distress or a moment of distress because life is up and down. Life
Sure.
throws stuff at us that we have to deal with, and it can be stressful. It can be distressful. So, yeah, everybody experiences it, but not everybody experiences a mental illness, which is a good thing.
Right. Yes, I agree. All right. And then you break it down even further. I love this about 13 interconnected elements in three groups psychological. And then there's like, see, this is where there's so much we can do with this because every single one of these, I mean, this could be a whole 6-module course. And each one of these, autonomy, environmental mastery. I used a weird term with some friends the other day. We needed to move some chairs in this restaurant to accommodate everybody. And I said, okay, time to operate on our environment. And they looked at me funny because they weren't familiar with that term, right? Operating on your environment. That's what you're talking about here. Okay. And then social, 5 elements. And then emotional, 2 elements. I mean, every single one of those could be its own master class or short course or mini course. I mean, you've got, this is, I almost want to change the title to my mental wellness manifesto. I mean, you've got it all here. So let's play with it a little bit. And folks, you'll be able to see and get Bill's be able to reread this article in the show notes afterwards. So don't worry that we're going through making you dizzy like this. Okay, so there's your Medium account, and I see you've been busy too. Good on you. And
you're on Medium?
What's that?
I said, were you on Medium?
Am I?
No, when you showed my profile.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm approaching 200 articles on Medium.
Really? Good for you,
Yep.
man. That's
Thanks to you. Thanks to you. You turned me on to Medium and showed me how to do it.
Way to take action. You're about 198 articles ahead of most people. So cool. All right, so let's play with this. Got the mental wellness article here. Um, and let's make it bigger so everybody can see. There we go. And then we'll use Medium for one source of traffic. Now, you've already got a lot of things created. The first thing that occurred to me was 3 modules in some kind of almost like an umbrella course, psychological, social, emotional. And this one has 6, this one 5, and this one 2 under it, right?
Right.
Okay. So this could be like we were talking about, a signature or what's the other word I use? It starts with an F. Signature, flagship.
Foundation.
That's a good one. Foundation course. For this, that would really be, well, I usually say flagship, but foundation would be great because this is the foundation. And so you've got, I mean, this is beautiful because we take the 6 factors here and talk about each. Same with module 2, same with module 3. And everybody that's here, whether you're listening live or on replay, look up here, listen up here. This is important. Okay. The reason to build this one out first, so this is for you, Bill, and for everyone, is once you've built out all this, you've got 13 more pieces of product there. Okay. These 6, these 5, these 3 can all be their own product. Okay. And, you know, in the next success steps of that mini course, we drive them here, you know, and 6 ways to drive people here, 5 ways to drive people here, 3 ways to drive people here. So what does that give us right there? If we made, this is like looking at one of those graphics and saying, how many triangles can you see? We've got the big course, then we've got 3 courses here if we do each module, and then 13 courses if we do each one. So that's 17 courses we're looking at here. You know, you could build an empire and a rest of a career around that. And think about each one of those mini courses. I mean, that's a paid webinar, that's an ebook, that's a mini course, maybe a master class. So much.
Well, again,
go ahead.
Thanks to what you've taught me over the years, and you've showed me over the years, I see the both sides of the coin, if you will, the course level and the class level, and then, as you say, the what I would call the paper products, the ebooks, the bundled articles, and so forth, to be sold as well.
Exactly. Oh yeah, bundles. The other thing we could add in here is checklists for each thing, because this would be a great entry-level product. Is just provide all the checklists without any video training, without anything other than here's a checklist. Okay, because people love thinking I just do these things and I'm covered. They sell like crazy, and then on the back end, you take them from there. Let's go further into this. So that's perfect. Now, we were talking before we went live about companies and employees and that kind of thing. And you could have, I don't know if you could work it out. I mean, why not to have individuals join a mental wellness membership? The killer idea, I think, is to find companies willing to pay you X amount of dollars a year for all your stuff. Okay. And they've got access to everything, access to the membership site that people can go to and get help, you know, and then if in crisis, reach you. And I put membership/association because in your world, it might be better to call it an association than a membership, because there's all kinds of professional associations that people are used to spending X on a year to be a part of. So a lot of ways we can do with this. The cool thing is, or one of the cool things, anybody that goes through any of these, about a third of the people that are going to go through these 17 different products are going to wind up here in the long-term thing, the monthly income. So, I mean, right now, just with this broad brush, we've got 18 streams of income for you. I like that smile. Yeah. Okay. Folks, those of you, those of you that are listening to this little segment, I'm going to pull out from here, leading up to Bill's big smile. This is when we were talking about it because Bill, this is a perfect segment to put out elsewhere. So cool. Thank you for that smile.
Sure. You're welcome.
Tell me what's behind that smile.
I owe you a lot from what you've given me over the years.
Well, I can't wait to see what we're going to do next with it. All right. So
Me too.
this goes by so fast. So we're heading towards wrap up. Any questions about what I've shown you so far?
No, I thought a lot about what you've already said in terms of creating my own framework prior to today. And you've also just added to that. So that's exciting.
Awesome. So you're getting a glimpse of the future, huh?
Absolutely.
I love it. I love it. Now, folks that are, whether you're listening, watching, whatever you're doing, live or replay, think about how you could put together an article like this, which is really a manifesto, 3 parts and then parts for each. Okay. And again, you guys can review this. It'll be in the link to this article will be in the show notes. And then build something like this. Okay. The cool thing about what and I'm sure this is part of what drives you too, is the number of people you're going to help with this. Because I mean, I'm blessed. I get to work from home. I drive to a 7 o'clock meeting one day a week and just shake my head at the traffic thinking, people do this twice a day, 5 days a week. And just that, I've got a buddy that's in the insurance world and he's working with post offices. And he tells the story of the stress there and the incredible amount of emotional upheaval that goes on in the workplace. And for you to come in and be the well-beingpreneur, I think is huge. You're going to make a huge difference.
I hope so. That's what I'd love to do. That's the kind of legacy I'd like to leave.
I love it. That's what we're gonna put together. All right. So, Bill, thanks for being an awesome guest. As we build this out, I want you to come back and talk about the progress sometime if you're willing.
I'd be happy to.
Awesome. All right, folks. Now, if one day you want to be sitting in Bill's seat over there, not in his chair in his home, although it's beautiful up there from what he tells me, what I mean is in your own content profit seat, okay? You want to go to, let me see if I can find that link quickly and make it look seamless like I know what I'm doing. First, I got to find my mouse. There we go. Did I put this in here correctly? Nope, I didn't. Okay, so I'll just say it to you. Where you want to go, kids, is jeffherring.com/guest. jeffherring.com/guest. And you can be on the show. And again, like I mentioned at the beginning, do it now. Don't wait because we're scheduling into June right now. And I don't want you to have to wait any longer than that. All right. As we wrap up again, Bill, great job. Fantastic job, sir. And as always, folks, go use this stuff and we will catch you on the next show.